Just because you can't see it does not mean it does not exist. Superiority complex. What is superiority complex? I am better than anyone else. I am more smarter. I have more ideas. I look better. My music choice is better than any one of my friends or people I know. I am the best in the world. No one is like me. I got money you cannot even imagine. Even if you have money, I have the way to make even more. But I don't want to, so I feel satisfied. Or I am moral, more moral than anyone else. Just superior, feeling better. The thing that I have, you can never procure, never possess because I am the best. You can rest. Okay. Superiority complex. So, this is a natural high, a natural psychedelic where you feel you are the best. You feel relief from your mind without consuming anything. You are feeling a euphoria. And how do you catalyze it? You make someone feel inferior because that was not enough, that you were just keeping it inside. Your sense of superiority, your sense of entitlement, your sense of how unique you are, all these things. This strategy is used by top expensive luxury brands. Doesn't matter if electronic or fashion or edibles or travel, anything else. Even if someone else is giving the same thing for the less price, you will not buy because the image, the spectacle has changed. You win in the mind, then you sell at the price you want. In some of the luxury schools, they teach that if you are asking for a price, then you cannot afford it. This is what you must say if you are selling luxury brands. I'm not saying everyone does it, but I'm just trying to give you an idea that they teach this stuff at schools, some of the schools, or this idea, these sort of ideas. Apple practices it, you can check. Of course, they will not say it. Are they gonna, yeah, not just Apple, any expensive brand? I'm not saying they are not good. There's a difference between creating a strategy that will make other lesser have people or people who do not have good purchasing power. They will not say that they are making them feel inferior. So just they can just sell anything, just find a way to buy their brand, their product, their service, their experience. This can be cultivated as a thought pattern, as a pattern of experience through the product or the visual or the audible elements without being too explicit. You can use your own, if you are in technology, you can sell the talk, inside the tech components, you can integrate those features, those characteristics. A small example is when a communication between expensive and cheap happens, expensive is able to see that this is cheap. An example is a messenger. When Android and iPhone are speaking, on some apps they can see who using who is using what. I am just giving an example from Apple because everyone has one. I'm not saying it's not good. There's a difference. There are many other brands, especially luxury brands, who cultivate this in a subliminal ways. And each department, each sphere of influence, whether psychological or non-psychological, you can integrate those parts. Number one, people will feel high because they are superior. and they do not need some substance from the legit or non-legit market to make themselves feel better. Number two, the ones who are inferior or lower in the hierarchy, they wanna get the same height too, so they will start doing anything to buy your experience, your product, your service. Okay, so this is something that very few marketers know. They do not quantify it. Okay, like okay, fine. You just think. Okay, you have the weightage, and suppose you are selling a product. Okay, and this is your strategy. In your strategy, you have the tech component and you have the psychological component and you have the okay, I think okay, you have the tech, you have the psychology, and you have the price. Suppose the product is technology product, okay, and then you have tech. It will have, let's suppose, 30% impact. Psychology, because you are enforcing those values, you can make it 65. And then the price, it will have only 5% impact. Because the psychological is enforcing this. That's why you will say, they say 5x better. Simple. They focus on the aesthetics, theater. Second, third actually, they play with human values without making it explicit through different mediums, methods, channels, teams, PR, ads, movies, songs, books, exclusivity, control over who is using their product and how it is depicted. Okay, now you have another brand. Look at their weightage. This is weightage, by the way, or percentage of impact. The other tech is really, really good, but psychologically, it is only 11%. What are you left with? 30%. So now they are making more impact with 30%. What is driving the purchase again? Intangible, psychological, cannot be fully observed or known, hidden in plain sight. Those variables, emotional components, feelings. Human beings have this inclination towards comparing themselves with the other. Am I doing better? Is that person better than me? Why they have this and I do not? They had this, so they got that person or that car or object or position or whatever. So this is the framework, foundation for superiority complex marketing strategy.